Hey, what is going on? Wow, this is going to be kind of crazy, huh? So we're not going to see each other for a little while. But school goes on. So a couple things here before we get rolling. Number one, each day, well, okay, so if you go into Moodle, this is where you're obviously seeing everything. This is where you're seeing the video right now is in Moodle. So you probably already noticed that in Moodle, there's a couple weeks. It says the week of March 16th, week of March 30th. It may go on a lot longer than that. Who knows? But anyway, so in Moodle, you see the week, and we're right now in the week of March 16th. And so what you're going to be doing is each day, I have it broken down into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So each day, you're going to look at the daily attendance forum. This is important, so make sure you're listening right now. Each day, you're going to go into the daily attendance forum. I have a question there for you. You need to make a post. You need to answer that question. This counts as your daily attendance. You need to do this sometime before 3:05 every day. So make sure that you're checking into that. Number two, we did a little lab activity on Friday. You went out, you took some pictures of flowers, you took some pictures of leaves. You need to go into Moodle, find the assignment under this week, March 16th, the week of March 16th. You'll see an assignment that says lab leaf and flower structure. You are going to upload your file in that assignment. Make sure that you give your assignment a name, and it probably should be your last name, first initial, and then lab leaf and flower and leaf structure. So it would be like Dom Hunter. Yours would be Hunter D, and then lab flower and leaf structure. Okay, so far so good. All right, so we are going to actually have a little lecture here right now, and we are going to talk about plant responses, and plant responses are something that we're going to call a tropism. So a tropism is any response of a plant to an external stimulus. It could be positive, it could be negative. So if it's positive, it means it's growing towards that. If it's negative, it's growing away from that. So for example, some plants grow towards the sun or grow towards light. This is going to be a positive tropism. Some parts of plants grow away from light. This would be a negative tropism. These tropisms are plant responses to a stimulus. So response to a touch, this is a thigmotropism. What happens is you can see with this vine, as it touches whatever it's growing around, the side that when it touches, one side is growing much faster. So the side not touching whatever it's on is growing much faster, and this causes it to bend or twist around the object that it's growing at. Thigmotropisms, okay? So that's a response to touch. A response to light is called a phototropism. And what happens is cells on the side away from the light. So the top side here, this is towards the light. The bottom side under here, this is going to be the side away from the light. These grow faster. As these grow faster, it causes this plant to bend towards the light. If it grows, as I mentioned before, if it grows towards the light, it's a positive phototropism. If it grows away from the light, then it's going to be called a negative phototropism. Okay, so light, and this is a phototropism. Gravity, this is a gravitropism. So you can see at one time this tree got blown over. So what happened is the top just started growing away from the pull of gravity. So we can see this, instead of growing straight in a weird angle, kind of growing straight like this, it bends and it goes up. So this is growing away from gravity. So this would be a negative gravitropism. So stems have a negative gravitropism. Roots are growing towards gravity. Roots are growing down. So roots have a positive gravitropism. Okay? So far, so good. So we have gravity, light, touch. And you can see these little seedlings in this dish. This dish, we imagine that you're holding this dish up against the wall, okay? So we have this dish and we're holding it against the wall. And the roots are growing down. The green stems, these things are growing up. So the roots growing down, positive gravitropism. The green parts, this is a negative gravitropism. Okay, so now let's get into talking a little bit about some plant hormones. These are also things which are stimuli. These are things which cause a response, okay? So this first hormone, ethylene. Ethylene is used to ripen fruit. So most places, they pick oranges and bananas, not when they're ripe, because if I pick the banana when it's ripe, by the time it gets to Publix and you buy it, it's going to be brown. So they pick bananas, they pick oranges, and in a lot of cases, they pick tomatoes when they're unripened, and then they use ethylene gas to help the fruit ripen. Okay, and ethylene gas can naturally be given off by a lot of plants. If you take a banana or if you take an avocado or something and you put it in a brown paper bag, it gives off this ethylene gas, which causes the fruit then to ripen on its own. So it's the plant hormone ethylene. Ethylene is also the plant hormone which causes leaves to fall off. Causes a layer of cells to grow between the leaf and the stem, and then this causes the leaf to fall off. Auxins. Auxins, these cause stems and leaves to exhibit a positive tropism to light. Now, remember a minute ago, we talked about one side growing faster than the other side in reaction to light. We're talking about phototropism. Well, this is because the side which is shaded, the auxins move to that side. So if the bottom is shaded, the auxins move to the bottom side, and the auxins cause that side to the cells to divide faster, so it bends up. So it bends towards the light. So auxins move to the shaded side of the stem, causes the bend to bend and go towards the light. Gibberellins and cytokines. So this literally means foolish seedling. And both of these things are used to stimulate plant growth and used to stimulate germination. So gibberellins and cytokinins. The cytokinins, rapid growth by promoting cell division controlled by auxins. So if you spray cytokinins on fruit, it helps them to last longer because it promotes cell division. It doesn't allow the cells to die, so it causes the cells to divide. This keeps fruit fresher longer. Abscisic acid. So abscisic acid keeps seeds from germinating. It keeps them from sprouting. It keeps buds from forming. It causes stomata to close. So in the wintertime, early spring, there's a lot of abscisic acid. This keeps the buds from forming on leaves. So therefore, the trees don't bud and it doesn't produce any leaves yet. As soon as it gets warmer, the abscisic acid drops and then buds form and leaves form. Okay, that's all I have for you right now. What you do need to do now is you need to go to your book and you need to find the section 2 in chapter 10, and you need to find the section that talks about stimulus and hormones, plant hormones. You need to read that part. So don't forget, go into the daily forum. Make sure you answer the question. Don't forget to upload your lab. I think that's all I have for you right now. So I'll see you later in the week.